We saw the red arrows making plenty of smoke in the sky. You guys are more than matching it downhill at ground level. This, for me, is just such a fabulous machine. I understand the engineering of the others enormous, but this just takes me back to Le Mans and the Mazda that won in 1991, because it's got the same sort of engine.
It does. It has the four-rotor peripheral ported, nearly 500 plus horsepower. The MADMAC If, the If family resides in New Zealand, and Kiwis and Australians love their rotaries, and MADMAC If, that's why it has the homage, the RX3 front end built by himself and Rocket Bunny, and the back half of it looks familiar because that's an FD RX7. So again, MADMAC If. He also has an event in Liverpool coming up next month. Red Bull Drift Shifters, a very unique event, unlike any other drift event or car event you've seen before. If you're a fan of the Silver Ball, the pinball, it's basically pinball meets drift car. So again, 500 plus horsepower, this Red Bull FD RX7 .3 edition, because he's had so many different kind of visions of this RX7. FD is just such an iconic car. Again, the chassis code and what goes on with it, and you know, the Mazda brand and the rotary and what's come about of it. And there still are those just fanatical fans of this tuner culture and just the vibe overall.
Oh man, it just makes that noise, take me right back to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Those like 6 foot of flames out the back on the overrun, just, you know, you can't get more spectacular. What a great show these guys have put on. And Jared, I hope we'll be coming back to tell us a lot more about it again tomorrow.
Top it. Now, the belle of the ball, MADMAC If. Again, this came to fruition a year ago to the day. Basically, talking to Charlie, Lord March, he says, I want to build a supercar. And Charlie says, hold on one second. Tapped the Lamborghini lead, and he says, let's build a supercar. So here we are a year later from the ball, 2018 to now 2019, Liberty Walk wide body kit, rotiform wheels on the corners, wrapped in Toyo tires. He wanted to create a vehicle that really embodies his style. He's all about the rotaries. I don't know how he made a Huracán sound like it has wankles in it, but it does. It sounds like it's got the brap sound to it. But the Huracán wide body kit, he added that handbrake to it. but the Rotiform, he did like vintage Countach wheels on the back, and then he did like a turbofan off the 727, you know, the Mazda. So just kind of a cool homage to just all things that is Mad Mike.
And this is just for show car, or will he be able to compete in it?
This is a for show car. This isn't a competitive vehicle for him right now, but Lamborghini is loving it. I mean, this is absolutely just a new consumer, just something different for him. And again, sprayed nitrous up the nose of this bull that is deemed NIMBUL, because he has RADBUL, BADBUL, MADBUL, SADBUL. I'm joking, he doesn't have SADBUL, but he does have a stable of vehicles at the Mad Lab. He comes to us from Auckland, New Zealand. He competed in the Formula Drift Championship. He also won the Formula Drift Japanese Championship last year behind the wheel of his FD RX7 produced by Magic out in Japan.
Which we've seen here for many a year, and really has encapsulated the imagination of the fans who come here. But this Lambo, I think, is right up there.
Yeah, you like it? You think it's cool? And
I do.
And also, that is all hand painted. That's all hand painted.
way.
That's not a wrap. He says, you know what? It's a Lamborghini. It deserves to be painted. So Mike is a former sign maker, and he you know, owned a company that does signs and graphics outside of the Red Bull. That kind of you know, the
gray?
what you call it? No, outside of the red and the yellow, everything else is paint.
Wow.
So it actually has a natural distressed airbrush look on it. He did that by design. So he laid out the graphics, they painted it. So this is all hand painted. But Mad Mike Woodette, just, you know, he really was kind of the pioneer here 6 years ago at Goodwood Festival of Speed. And you know, at the time, Lord March, now Duke of Richmond, says, we love this stuff. And the arena was created for us to have some fun. I say us, meaning the drifters, as I'm known as the voice of drift. But I think this is just a true testament that that drifting is a legitimate motorsport. Would you agree?
Woo!